everybody who was in the Boston
And
Globe.
we are live.
Guess who was in the Boston Globe? Thanks to Kathy Ferris. Woo!
Yahoo! I'm earning my weight.
That is like so cool. That was a real, you have been doing it 17 weeks. It just, I mean, it seems like 5 months.
Who's our Emmy?
Yeah.
Oh, but listen, we're going to do catch up first. And I just want to do one of my catches up like right away because I'm so excited. And that is that a listener of ours, viewer down in South Carolina, sent me this.
Oh,
Are you kidding? You got hurt?
Not only her name is Susan Simmons, and this, and this. I mean, you have to understand, it's the package. It's the
Diet Coke too?
no, that'll be
Kathy.
another friend. That'll be another. Okay, so
Kathy, let's do a quick look around for our packages.
Wait, where is my reasonably priced Chardonnay? Do I have to sign for it?
Hang on a second. I'm still looking.
Check behind the curtain, Cal.
Nothing came for me.
not yet. Well, it was Susan Simmons. Be nice to her, and she'll send you something in the mail.
Okay.
Susan
It was like,
Simmons.
so you cannot get this size on the island. So I was really thrilled.
Oh.
You know when you can get it? Bajays.
Oh,
But Jays.
bajets? Is that like Target?
No, it's BJ.
For the longest time, I didn't know there was a double meaning to BJ's. I led a sheltered life. Anyway.
I'd
But-
like to
Oh,
go on
we're
the
going
record
there?
showing Jane took us there, not me.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's a double
Okay.
meaning?
I agree.
Jane driving the truck.
Right
Okay.
away, like not even 5 minutes in, Kelly, and we're like,
I know.
Oh,
Potty
it's
mouth
very-
Condon strikes again.
All right, catch me up on you, Kelly.
Oh, I don't have anything new to report.
Your hair looks great. That takes effort.
did
We
you go to
like-
Maine?
Right.
I did go to Maine. My friend turned 50, my very good friend KK Hartman. She
Mm.
gave me a new ball jar, and I've been drinking out of it.
Oh,
'cause
that's
I like
beautiful.
I like a big glass.
Mhm. That's like moonshine.
I had let's see, what else have I been doing? That's it. I got a new glass. I'm real excited about it.
I'm glad you led with that one.
Did
Yeah.
you do the drive-in last week or a week ago that Christina's doing tonight?
No.
No, it's a different.
No, I did a different drive-in show. It's fine. It's good.
I just found out a show that I was so excited about doing September 18th. I was so excited because I found out they went virtual. And then the promoter called me up and I put it all over social media and she said, no, it's not virtual. And I'm there like, really?
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to change it. I mean, let's be serious, ladies and gentlemen. And okay, Catherine, you have kids, you have little ones.
I do.
We'd be sending them back to school. I mean, the moms and dads need help, but I'm worried. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's always a big discussion. Day to day, we have this whole discussion of whether or not, we're going to send them back, and we have to work. So, that makes it more challenging.
Right.
And our, and the teachers who are, used to teaching in the classroom are not used to teaching at a distance. So when we did this in the spring, it was a disaster.
Oh.
So the kids didn't learn anything. So, and then they want to be with their friends. And so, anyway, day to day.
But Massachusetts is in a good place, right? And Connecticut and New York. I mean, long may it continue. But so I guess we just plan for it and then we fall back if we have to.
Yeah.
I
just
came
gotta-
up with an idea last night. Sorry,
No.
Catherine.
No,
but I
please
think
do.
you're going to be excited about it. So,
I can send my kids to your house.
well, listen. Currently, there's a lot of people who aren't working. So there are a lot of opportunities for online schooling through programs that are accredited.
Right.
So if you're not working and you're smart and you like kids and you're willing to wear a mask and wash your hands, there could be a job opportunity here for people. And I'm looking at you college grads that now are like, what am I supposed to do? You could go and be an assistant So like, the mother's helper thing?
Yeah.
I never had that because I never had babies. I just got one that was almost done. He,
Fully cooked.
there's a mother's helper thing where you like go and you help a mom, right? Because they've got a bunch of kids they had themselves. And so what if we had an assistant that came and just made sure that your kids were engaged with online learning? Because
Oh.
then you can work, you can even leave. And you have this person, I know it's probably called a nanny or an au pair in other parts of the world.
What about
But
Michael?
this,
What about your stepson?
well,
What
he's
they-
got to go to school, Jane.
Oh,
Yeah, so I like this. Somebody comes in like in a hazmat suit.
Yes.
They like make sure they go online, then they leave and they do one of those Silkwood showers and they go home.
You
Doesn't they
to
have
an
like
eye
that,
washing.
that booth as they walk out? Yeah.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
it's good if we're not in charge of
Like it.
public policy.
I guess what I'm saying, Catherine, is that if you want your children homeschooled, but you don't want to do it yourself, check in with Kelly McFarland. I'm
We'll
creative.
check in with Kelly
I'm
McFarland.
I'm
Or you
engaging.
know what? Yeah, I can send my kids to you.
No, they can't come here. I don't like having them in my house, but I'll come to your house.
Or she could
Doesn't
stand
Fred-
outside the
Fred-
window.
That would be
Yeah.
Stand outside the window. I've
That
got
would
I've got a face shield for you.
Oh
I
boy.
wasn't planning on bringing this up, but
That's a
You
really
know,
nice
because
Does
chair.
that come in your other package from another one of our viewers?
Right.
I mean, I ordered it in March. It finally came. Just, if you want it, this is yours.
You can really pull that look off, Jane. I like it.
Jane, I have some questions.
little-
Is that a bird hat?
I didn't. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I didn't know it had the little thingy.
Those are very dead eyes, right?
Oh, wow. Is it for a child?
They look like dead eye balls out there.
I thought it looked like two golf balls. But anyway, Kathy, catch us up on your week. What's been going on?
Well, real exciting around here. As I was telling the ladies, just because you may hear it in the background, Jeff has decided to forego his video game pursuits and is now teaching himself guitar. And when he's not teaching himself guitar, he is doing karaoke during the day and swearing at the virtual judges
Oh no.
because of their feedback. And it is getting interesting.
Yeah. Detention builds.
Yeah. Like he's like screaming at them.
Does he have a good voice?
No.
And who are
It's not that he doesn't have a good voice. He does. He's got a range, but you got to stay in your lane. And I think he gets a little ambitious.
Yeah.
And then some of the songs are emotional, and you've got to get emotional. And Jeff has a hard time being in touch with his emotions. Are we talking about our marriages now? Is this what we're doing? Is this a segment?
Yeah.
on,
Is that what
like,
we're doing? We're talking about our escape plan. I mean,
Oh, remember Escape?
Plan B?
We talked after one show at great length about where do we go from here?
but don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Yeah.
Yep. So that's what's going on around here. Exciting. Send your picture.
So Catherine, what's going on with you and the Jordanian government?
Oh, geez. Well, Wise Her was invited to apply for a grant to bring Wise Her over, the advice network that I own, to the Jordanian women there to help them with their
Wow.
business pursuits. So yeah, so we're working on that. And
She's talking to the State Department today. I was talking to my flowers.
I'm working on a bit.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Working on a bit. Oh yes. Oh, you guys are supposed to do some new jokes. Can you do some?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good transition into what
I'm
you
getting
do.
an
Yeah, okay.
exchange from
Yeah.
Kelly.
I do
Yeah,
nothing. I'm
the
like
Jordan
my son's
government
bored.
into my new gopher joke. That sounds like a really great move.
I think
You gopher.
Sorry
You want
about
to do
sorry about
gopher?
the
I'll go
lead-in.
second. You want to do gopher?
I'm not doing any of my new jokes.
You didn't do
Okay.
any
'Cause
new jokes?
They're not good. They're
No.
jokes.
but that right, none of ours are good, but we can show people like how they start out not good.
Right.
You
This
know,
is-
it's
Oh,
like,
This is,
okay.
these are
Well-
baby, Mike Birbiglia is doing this. He calls it work it out.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's actually really good. If you listen to it, it's good.
He's
actually a very good show.
Mike Birbiglia. So
But it's like brainstorming jokes, maybe. All right. Can I go first?
Yeah, I wish you
Yeah.
would.
Okay.
So Jane's like, well, it's a good idea, so let me do it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's great. Totally. It's all about me.
I'm happy to coach you through
Only
your
on
job.
this show is it all about me. Trust me, I'm last in line usually. But you know, what's great is we can go through some old, I'm still laughing at Catherine's working with the State Department. I'm working on a new
Yeah.
joke. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a difference in scale. All right. But I just think this is a great time for all of us to go through like our old treasure chests. And sometimes we can say the stuff now that we didn't know how to say then. It's more in our persona. So I'll just do the very first beginning. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying it. Okay.
She's just laughing at her own joke. I love
I
it.
know.
This one's a great one.
You're gonna love this.
I'm sorry.
Kathy has her notebook out.
No, this is, yeah, no, I got my little, but I just, I really admire Eddie Izzard, and I'd always wanted to do kind of historical things. I mean, he can even do his act in French, you know, he's a transvestite. I got nothing going on, you know? So anyway.
I compete with that one.
Oh no, it's sort of immaterial to his act. It's very interesting though, but he always wears something grand, which is great to look at. Okay, so this is actually hard. You're right, Kelly. This is hard to do. I can do it on the phone. I know.
This is what I'm talking about.
Let me
Go
see-
ahead though.
let me
I'm
see if
getting supported. I'm putting my
Okay.
feet up.
All right, thank you. I know that means you're in a good place. Okay, so.
Feels like cooking.
Okay, okay, Jen, you're professional.
Stand and deliver.
Stand and deliver. All right. So I say, Lawrence of Arabia, right? Everybody know Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
And so he's riding over the sand dunes, right, in the Middle East, probably Arabia. I just thought of that.
This is a killer bit.
Well, it was a
I'm
good
gonna
Jordan
lean in.
transition because he might have been in the Jordan region. He was riding.
I'm
on
leaning
sand.
in.
That's yes. There's a Middle Eastern theme, and munch on hummus if you have time. Okay, so
That sounds great right now.
I know it does.
okay. Oh, your hair looks so good. I can't believe it. Okay, so anyway, so Lawrence of Arabia, and he's riding over the sand dunes, and he's got all of his followers, and there's one person though who's always in the background, and that's the scout, the advanced person who gallops across the desert to find the new oasis and set up a new camp, get the tents up, get the fire going, and have the food ready for his followers. And this little known person, this unsung hero, is Lawrence of Arabia's little sister, Florence of Arabia. I'm sorry.
I love the buildup.
The buildup was Florence.
Okay, it's way too long, but Florence of Arabia.
Why hasn't anyone written this joke before?
She kills it. She's killing herself. It's hilarious.
I don't usually get this invested in it, but
So let me get this straight. Lawrence of Larry's
Larry's sister.
his parents had Lawrence. He's probably a second or a third, and he is Lawrence. And when they had his sister, they were like, well, we're going to be that family. We'll call her Florence of Arabia.
Larry and Flo.
Larry and Phil. Larry and Phil.
Flo.
It's Flo. Flo.
Oh,
Like
for
Flo
God's sakes,
Progressive.
nobody listening.
Like Flo from Progressive.
Oh,
Like
All
Flo,
right.
instead of Bernie and Phil's, it's Flo from Progressive.
whoa.
Right.
Throw
Got
out
it.
all the brand names.
Look, I gotta cut. It's a whole long sisters thing. I'll just do one more. Get through it. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm crying because it's the most fun I've had in a couple of days. Thank you. All right. I say, there have been many unheralded, unacknowledged sisters in our world's history. Otto von Bismarck, for example, the first German chancellor, had a sister, Berta, or Big Berta. She was to her friends, big beer guzzling Berta. I united the country. I made the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but who always gets the credit? Otto. It's always about Otto. It's Otto this and Otto that. What about me? What about that? Are you just laughing?
Why is that? What's happening?
I love the act out.
Yeah, the act out is my favorite.
Oh my God.
All you see is all mouth. What about me?
Why?
It's about to
Otto.
Otto.
Okay, well, I'll keep working on this.
You gotta work on it.
I don't know if you have to. It sounds like they
Yeah.
wrote themselves, really.
That
I mean,
feels done to me. That
Walked
feels
right into
done.
the room by themselves.
Okay, if
good
we
night
have
and thank
time,
you all.
if we have time, I'll do more of the sisters. I got more, but I'm sort of.
How was
laughed
the show
myself
today? It
out.
was good. Jane did a tight 20 of her new
Yeah.
sisters bit.
Mhm. It's basically her new one-woman show.
Otto
Yes, Otto.
and Florence.
I apologize. I like Larry and Flo show though. It's the Larry and Flo
Hello,
show.
show.
So
All right, go take it away.
That's a tough
Kathy.
act to follow, Kathy Ferris.
I know it is, and it is hard to get into your things. But I was thinking the other day, we were talking. Somebody had mentioned on the last 4 o'clock funnies, like who's having sex, like in this pandemic, and it got me thinking. During this pandemic, my husband and I have really gotten into role playing, where he is an owner of a landscaping company, and I work for him.
How about if you are the owner of the? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. And
Okay, I'm just pausing for laughter. And it we like to mix it up. I mean, we used to role play a long time ago when the kids were young, where I would play a daycare provider and he would play an anonymous sperm donor. It's not there yet, it's chunky, but the whole thing is I was out weeding, and it's, for some reason he gets to supervise, like he gets to figure this stuff out. I'm like, what are we role playing in front of the whole neighborhood here? Like,
oh, I like when you get there. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's no Larry and
sure I
Flo,
believe
but
you
it's getting there.
It's no Otto, Larry, and Flo, but we're getting there.
But I
Oh.
will say that last week I was doing my show, and I don't know if a lot of people notice, but I always wear a black shirt. It's kind of like my Simon Cowell thing. And I always spray it down with like the wrinkle eraser stuff. But this time, unfortunately, I used my Lysol foaming bathroom cleaner, which I've talked about before in my set, which is an amazing thing for your tile, not amazing for your black shirt. So that happened. And then I had a bunch of stuff happen before the show. So I was kind of rattled. So I was telling my viewers about this. And normally about 3 years ago, I would have been like, why does God hate me? Why are these things happening to me? But that's not where I am in my life anymore. I have more wisdom. And I know that it's not that God hates me. God doesn't hate me. God is trying to teach me a lesson. He's like, listen, Kat, I do want you in eternal paradise, but I'm just going to make you work for it.
That's great.
Thanks. Wait, stop, you guys. Stop. We got to go on. That's
Kelly, do
great.
you want to? Wait a minute. Have you finished, Kath? Do you want any more?
I don't think you guys can take anymore. Honestly, I'm just going to pass.
It's a tough crowd. Tough crowd.
It's a tough crowd.
Except for
It's tough.
Catherine.
It's a tough.
No, that's how
Yeah,
kids
I'm
go.
laughing. I'm
That's
laughing.
how kids go. It'll be hilarious in about 12 weeks.
Well, that's how, yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Thanks.
Do you want to try anything or not? I'll show you.
Jane's like,
I'm
wait,
aware
that's
there was
me.
homework.
Wait a minute. Kelly, do you want to do anything?
I didn't know there was homework, and I didn't do any homework for this. The only thing I've written down this week is that pre-pandemic I had over 5,000. I was at 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I had 300 and something in queue to accept friend
Wow.
requests.
Wow.
However, since the start of the pandemic, I've unfriended 250 people, and I haven't added any new people because I can't look at any more stupid. So
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah. That's the only thing I've written down. I don't think it's as much of a joke as it's a journal filled with things that are making me sad.
What made you want? I've gone through when I don't want to hit the 5,000, but I thought you'd successfully brought them over to Kelly McFarland comedy.
No one will go over there.
I know they want the inside. They want the personal one.
Well,
So-
there is no personal. I don't tell people anything about myself ever.
You
It's
tell
on
them about the
purpose.
recliners.
Yeah, but I mean, I
That's
don't tell them
personal.
any. It's very controlled. The
Oh.
information that comes out is
I
very
agree.
controlled.
Very controlled. I actually
Yes.
do that. You'd be surprised how many people have died. Well, left Facebook. I get I get rid of that. I'll go 3 times. I don't have 300 people in the queue, but I've eliminated like 50 people.
Yeah.
And it's creeping up. What do you do,
Yeah.
Kathy?
I don't have any of those problems. I'm not even at 5,000. And in fact, Facebook has notified me that half my people are probably catfishing me. They're not real people, but I keep them for the numbers. I'm keeping them for the numbers. And every now and then I'll get a message be like, hey, you pretty lady. I'm like, hi.
But listen, if the Russians are catfishing you, then they're not trying to do something to our election or take the vaccine
Yeah.
research.
Listen, I'll take the attention.
Yeah, no, you just take it for the team.
That would have the attention.
Anyway, so this is I wish we'd done these. My son's Spanish girlfriend has gone back to Barcelona, and I love her and I miss her.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
My only aunt.
Barcelona,
Barcelona.
and he can't
A
go
pizza.
because he's gringo. Nobody wants the Americans, right? Did you hear the Canadians might shut
I
down the
don't
border?
think they call them gringos in Barcelona. just to
No,
say
I
that out
don't. I
loud.
don't. And
Sorry,
I-
that is Latin America. I do apologize.
Sounds so
Yes.
Clint Eastwood.
Thank you. Thank you. This is what happens when we have an educated person. Oh my God. Anyway, so anyway,
Like what?
I
What?
just
Not
wanted
me?
to show you this little effing video, all right?
I'm an in-home educator. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, none of us have talked to the State Department today, have we?
No.
You know?
I mean, yes, I checked on my unemployment.
So there you go. You
It
show
was
her, Kat.
The
very
Labor
There you go.
Department. That's the Labor
Oh.
Department.
sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Well, anyway, I love Miriam, and she has these 2 wonderful nephews, and she wanted to make little videos for them about the garden. So I was taping her, and she was so cute, and I learned that the word for cucumbers is pepino, because she kept going, pepino, pepino, pepino. This este es pepino party, pepino, pepino, pepinos. Okay, but then of course, I wanted to get on this. So let's see. Whoops. Let me see if I can do this. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Oh no, not that
I
video.
don't know Spanish. That's the only thing holding me back. So, but everybody knows, amor is love and tomatoes, tomato or something. All right, so here it is. Here we go. Tomates. Okay, nobody liked that either. All right, I got a different one.
Either. We give you one with the Larry and Flo thing.
She told me, shit. She told me that the word, shoot. Okay, the word for gardener is jardinera. Okay, so here we go.
No soy jardinera.
Oh my god.
Soy profesional. Tanto agua, aguacita.
She's a good audience, isn't she?
Muchísima agua.
I think this is going to be a problem. These nephews are going to have the wrong idea about Americans.
I got a CVS extra bucks thing I want to show you guys. Hold on. I think it's like $3.
That is officially the funniest thing that has happened
Hold
today. Please.
Hold on. It's a video of me and my nephew getting the bucks. I had to save myself from my bad jokes. If you like those jokes, tune in next week. I'm going to try them again.
Yeah, I'll give you more sisters jokes next. Okay, well, let's try to do one of the other topics. Favorite city or town? Miss Kelly.
Pass.
We're gonna come back to you though. Put on your
It's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's okay. Kathy, favorite city or town? This is a finely tuned machine. People have to, I sent you an email.
I
First of
know.
all, Kelly looks so comfortable. She's like, pass.
And actually, it's the topics I sent you last week again this week. So,
I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights and not answer this time.
okay. All right, Catherine, what's your favorite city or town?
Oh, don't come to me. That's not right. I have to say, there's one of the favorite places that I've lived, and I've lived
Okay.
a number of different places. I moved to Salem, Massachusetts many years ago, and I just adored that town. Well, it's a city, I guess, but I just adored living there. I mean, the witches, all that kind of stuff aside, it's just a really cute little, town right on the water. And yeah, I just adored living there. But I don't know if I have like a favorite city or town. I don't really have a favorite city.
Or favorite city you
What
like?
about a favorite kid? You got a favorite kid?
No, we're not supposed to ask her that.
Oh yeah, right.
Well,
It's
But
the
it
girl.
begins with Laura and ends with lie.
it's so funny.
Blink it out like Morse code. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's the girl kid.
Well, they both start with L. So,
Oh.
it starts
Oh.
with L. So they both start with L. So that works.
Oh, okay.
I have an answer. I thought about it and I would like to share this. I used to love Portland, Maine. It was my favorite place in the whole world because I lived there for a long time. And it just was great and fun. And then I moved and I lived in a few towns. And then I moved out to the burbs. And I have to say that I don't have a favorite town or a favorite place anymore because I try to find fun everywhere I go.
Oh, that's the right answer.
Because nothing is forever.
And nothing's forever and nothing's perfect.
Yeah, because I feel like a town or a place, like if you go to a place, it's a thing that you loved for a time in your life when you went there. And then I feel like that kind of can lose its luster. And then you go back and you're like, well, this isn't as great as I
This
thought.
wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, or it makes you sad. You're like, this makes me sad. Where does the time go?
Are you writing that in your journal? Your sadness?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You're catching
We
me
can
on a
regress
day.
back to being that person too.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you live anywhere besides Maine and Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like especially right now.
Oh.
I could
No,
New
go
Zealand?
I could go anywhere.
Like where?
Please, I mean, I could live in Sudbury if I wanted to. East Natick.
We let you into Southborough. You can come out here.
Okay, Kathy, do you have a favorite city or town?
I don't, but I have a way to plug something.
Okay.
Okay.
I live in a small town, which I like this town, and they asked me to be. A friend of mine has a new podcast called Small Town Scuttlebutt, which is about
I love that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very lovely, and they thought I could do like the police log, the crime log. And I
Oh,
was
God.
very excited.
I
about
read
it.
from the Police Blotter of Greenwich. It's always a great source of nothing.
Exactly. I was bored to tears. It was basically a bunch of animal control type calls. Like the first one, there was one day it was just riddled with just all of these things about pets that nobody owns because they're owned by the wild. And they had a walk-in at 8:30 in the morning, a walk-in to the police station because there was a squirrel on their front stairs. Let me ask you something. How the hell did you get to the police station?
Yeah. How'd you get by the squirrel?
They
Right,
jumped out their window.
right. Basically in Medfield, and you should come here. It's lovely. We've got a good school system. But the bottom line is the bunnies here are jerks. They're just a bunch of jerks. They think they run the whole place, okay? But it can be fixed with one of those decoy coyotes. We have one. Have you guys ever had one of these?
Oh, no.
If you have a deer problem, or you don't like people around your property, get a coyote.
A
Nothing
fake
says
coyote?
stay away from us like a coyote. No, it's a real coyote. I mean, she's very attractive. In fact, the first night.
Oh, whoa. It's a real coyote? I thought you like
No,
bought
no,
a
it's a
coyote.
decoy. It's a fake one. I'll take
it's
a
a
picture
decoy.
of it and I'll show you guys
Oh.
a video next week about it.
Okay.
Are you just trying to
Send you a
talk
video next week.
are you trying to talk in code because you're afraid the bunnies are watching the 4
Yeah.
o'clock bunnies? Our real coyote, Priscilla,
That's right, Kel. Exactly.
We
Exactly.
have bunnies and they keep eating my hostas.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
not-
the thing. Get a
Why,
coyote.
they're not supposed to, I don't think. Hosta is supposed to be pretty deer proof. I don't know about bunnies.
I don't know.
Bunnies don't
I
care.
don't
They're
know.
jerks.
Bunnies.
I don't mind it.
Plants and all.
I like bunnies.
I like
So
them.
is this like a coyote that was like stuffed?
No.
Or is this like, okay, just making sure we're not.
Is it
we
like
don't
one of
have-
those squirrels that you put, owl decoys that you put on a roof so that birds won't land?
Yeah, somewhat like that, but but better. It looks like a statue.
it's a
It's not
coyote?
taxidermy or anything like that, or kitschy, not something that you'd buy your aunt that you don't know what to buy her or something, because you bought everything at Bath and Body Works already, so you bought her an owl. I'm talking about like, this is a coyote that when you look at it, you're like, every morning I wake up, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Because I forget. But it
Jeff,
looks
did you
good.
get a dog?
Exactly. It looks like a dog, but you don't have to do any of the stuff for a dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he play his guitar for it? Does he play his guitar
Yeah.
for the coyote?
We could play the guitar.
Maybe you could rent a neighborhood kid to be the coyote. That there's not a lot to do this summer.
Maybe if it wasn't during a pandemic, I could do that.
They could
And if I like kids. And around here in Medfield, the kids don't need extra jobs. Like,
Oh. Well, they just get internships.
right. No.
Could you imagine that Craigslist ad, like coyote decoy wanted?
Must provide own coyote outfit.
And mask.
Right.
Yep.
I'm a method actor.
Yeah.
So I would say here. I like it here.
Okay. So before we go, can we do favorite vacation? Anybody want to take it? Favorite vacation, young, old, now?
Uh,
All right, I'll say mine so you get more time to think. Well, because they wouldn't take me anywhere with them mostly, for good reason. My Aunt Rose was a high school English teacher at Brockton High, and she took us for 1 week down to Hyannis. I mean, this was huge.
Mm.
And that was like Monday, and we're supposed to come home Sunday. And Wednesday, she announced that she'd run out of money. So although the house was paid for, we were going to have to eat peanut butter and jelly and pancakes for the rest of the week. And I'm thinking, and the problem with this is,
That's amazing.
that was like best vacation ever. Although I did get a full body sunburn, which is probably why I've had 2 skin cancers. That was, and then she soaked me. She put me in a bathtub of vinegar. But let's focus on the positive. I ate pancakes. I had peanut butter and jelly. I just thought this is living.
I thought this was going to take a turn. Like, we ran out of money, kids. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run a scam.
Here's a 10.
Janie, you
So
still
my
got that
Aunt
BB gun?
Rose, she made me fall in a Zayres. And I faked an injury and we got to have all the lawn chairs we wanted.
Zayres. That's awesome.
Zayres.
That is so
Remember
funny.
Zayres?
That's good.
I love
That's
that.
good.
I love that.
like it.
I'm not sure we can do any better than that. Does anybody wanna jump
Okay.
in? I mean, really, a lawsuit that you win, what's better
Yeah.
than
From
True.
Zayres of all places.
Zayres.
That's a
Zayres
blast
has
from the
banks.
past right there.
I think Zayres went out of business.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
somebody sued them.
Yeah.
So you could oh, really?
Because of Aunt Rose.
No. But you could also, did Bradley's go out of business?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Caldor,
Woolworths.
Bradley's,
Yeah.
Worth's,
Well, where do you go now to sue people? Home Depot?
Harris Teeter, Piggly Wiggly,
Walmart.
Walmart.
I think the only
Sure.
people who are getting sued now is like those vaginal mesh operations.
Also,
You
if you
think
put
I'm bad. I
if
would
you
bring a vaginal
I
mesh.
watched a lot of daytime TV.
Taking a turn. Okay, everybody now, taking a turn. Okay, well, it's hard to do better than vaginal mesh lawsuits in Jordan. I think that pretty much all ties it together.
Perhaps they purchased it
I'd
at
like to
Zayres.
say thank you to our Coyote sponsors
yes.
who say, please don't bother Kathy. Okay, she paid a lot of money for a decoy and we just want her to get her money's worth so she doesn't sue us, right? Was there a money back guarantee on the decoy? No,
No.
no. All right. I'll have new questions for next week.
See you next time on the 4 o'clock Funnies.
Oh,
Bye.
and that's our time on the 4 o'clock Funnies. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.